Tens of millions of people across eastern North America will be struggling to breathe today through another day of thick, almost soupy air quality. This is a live look over the nation's capital, where residents in Ottawa are once again breathing in some of the worst air thanks to the more than 200 wildfires that are now burning across northern Ontario and northern Quebec. So this table shows just how bad the air quality is. Ottawa's Air Quality Health Index will be 28 today, placing it at the high end of the very high-risk category. And it's not just people in Ottawa who are feeling the impact. Smoke from those fires is drifting south, blanketing cities in a thick haze that's blocking out a number of skylines. Across the U.S. and Canada, air quality advisories and smoke warnings stretch from Windsor to just south of Labrador City. And people are starting to notice the impact the smoke is having on them.
We can smell like burning wood.
I've seen a few people today with their mask on, and I kind of thought that might be a nice idea.
I'm worried about it affecting my lungs, so I decided we're all in masks, the whole family today. Just in case, it's better to be safe than sorry.
I think we were going to spend a little bit longer outside, but now that it's a bit smoky, we might spend a bit more time inside today.
If I knew coming in, I would definitely have taken a mask.
I was unaware of the advisory. So if I would have known, then perhaps I would have changed our plans for today.
More than 150 wildfires burned in Quebec Tuesday, 110 of them considered out of control. Thousands of people have been forced from their homes in northwestern Quebec. More firefighters are expected to arrive today to help protect vulnerable towns. The Bank of Canada will be announcing its interest rate decision next hour at 10 a.m. Eastern. The central bank paused its rate hiking cycle earlier this year after raising its key interest rate to 4.5%. But Governor Tiff Macklem called the pause conditional. Last week, StatsCan said the country's economy expanded at 3.1% in the first quarter, raising the possibility of an interest outlook rather. Pope Francis has returned to hospital, this time to undergo intestinal surgery. Francis was in hospital yesterday, but the Vatican only said it was for medical tests. The Vatican says the 86-year-old pontiff will remain at Rome's Gemelli Hospital for several days. The surgery comes 2 years after Francis had a large part of his colon removed because of a narrowing of the large intestine. Earlier this morning, the Pope appeared at his weekly audience at St. Peter's Square before heading to hospital. All right, back to Ottawa now, and just take a look. This is a live shot of Parliament, and that just says it all. It is dark. It looks almost dark with this almost apocalyptic haze hanging over the city. Ottawa this morning is at a 10 plus on the air quality scale, meaning it is very high risk. CTV's Jeremy Sharon is standing by with more for us. Jeremy, that picture, it's creepy, really. What's the situation this morning in the nation's capital?
Good morning, Marcia. As you mentioned, I mean, it is really, it's almost ominous looking. It's dark, it's hazy, it's thick. It looks like this thick fog like you've never seen before. But of course, it's actually smoke. And so it's very difficult, really, for a lot of people in the region right now. You walk out of your house, you immediately smell it. Ottawa's air quality this morning is the worst of any major metropolitan city in the world. As you mentioned, a 10 plus on that scale, which is very high risk. Officials are saying, stay inside if you can today. Don't go outdoors. Don't exert yourself outdoors, especially if you don't have to. Officials saying if you're spending time outside, wear an N95 masks. Those masks we've obviously all become accustomed to during the pandemic. If you're a young kid, if you're an elderly person, if you have asthma, just try and avoid being outside at all. The air quality really is just terrible. You can feel it walking outside. You can smell it. You can almost taste it, quite honestly. It's really like nothing we've ever seen before here in the capital.
So it is the third day of air quality advisories for the city. How are people coping? What are they doing to get through this?
Well, it's difficult. As you mentioned, it is the third day, and we're not out of the woods yet. It's expected things could get a little bit better tomorrow, but then maybe worse again on Friday. So people are having a bit of a difficult time. A lot of events are being canceled. Any kind of outdoor running clubs, schools are not letting kids go outdoors to play at recess, any of that thing. So certainly it's been difficult, I think, for a lot of residents. But I think also many people reminding themselves of what others are dealing with across the country in these zones where these wildfires are burning. Of course, here in Ottawa, the smoke is coming from the Quebec wildfires, but we know that across the country, fires are burning, major wildfires are burning, and people in those affected communities obviously struggling as well. So people in Ottawa, I think, trying to remind ourselves of what others are dealing with too, and so for us at least, we have the option of staying in our homes and staying away from the smoke. But certainly it is posing a lot of challenges.
Yeah, and absolutely, that you have a home to stay in. And you mentioned that Friday could be worse. So how long do we think these air quality warnings will be in place?
Yeah, it's difficult. We know that at least until Friday, probably into the weekend. Prior to today, we had been talking about maybe things getting better Thursday and staying that way. It all depends on how the wind is moving. So if the wind is moving east to west or west to east or wherever it's coming from, that's what we're going to be watching closely. And so things are going to get a little bit better tomorrow. We do have some rain in the forecast, perhaps tomorrow on Friday and into the weekend. But it's expected Friday conditions could get worse again, just as bad as they are today. Again, a 10 plus on that air quality scale, which is a very high risk just to be outdoors, especially exerting yourself outdoors. So we're not out of the woods yet. It's expected we'll see kind of these conditions almost into the weekend.
Jeremy, thank you for that, and be safe. So let's turn now to Toronto. Have a look at this. Another city blanketed by the thick, hazy smoke this morning. Residents in Toronto are also under air quality advisories today. CP24's Jamie Gutfriend has more on the situation from Toronto this morning. Jamie.
In fact, part of what Environment Canada was talking about is that it is going to fluctuate off and on over the next couple of days. Yesterday, when we were down at Ashbridges Bay, we arrived around 6 o'clock in the morning, but by 9 o'clock in the morning, that's when you really started to smell it. And by noon, it was very thick and hazy all throughout the downtown core and even uptown as well. And it definitely started to affect people who have respiratory issues, whether you have bronchitis or shortness of breath, asthma. And this is part of the reason why Toronto Public Health is advising people to limit any strenuous activity or athletic events outdoors and maybe postpone it for another time. In fact, the TDSB, they sent a letter to parents just warning them that there's going to be limited access to when it comes to recess, that they're going to reschedule athletic events. So for anyone who does, they may have some recess at some schools, but for anyone who wants to get an accommodation and go indoors, as long as they can accommodate and they have the staff, they're going to bring those kids. We're outside of Ogden Junior Public School right now, very quiet, but that's going to be the case at a lot of schools across the GTA. York Region District School Board and the York Catholic District School Board, there will be no outdoor recess there. Same with the Hamilton Wentworth District School Board. So this is all just part of this special air quality statement. Right now, the Air Quality Health Index, that's at level 7. Anything between 7 to 10 is considered to be high risk. So as you ask, right now, it's not too bad, but we are anticipating conditions to change because of these forest fires in northern Ontario and western Quebec. Back to you for now.
Jamie, thank you.